Good evening, guys. Thank you very much to be here once more with us on Afrik-innovscience, your YouTube channel promoting science, technology, engineering, mathematics in Africa. Today, I have the privilege, the honor once more to present to you guys someone very special. He's from Nigeria. His name is Mr. Seyi Ojelabi. I wish you guys to stay to the end of this video because we are going to learn so much. Good evening, Mr. Ojelabi. Thank you very much to be here with us today. Please, can you tell us, for the people who don't know you, who are you, what you do in life, and how you impact the society there in Nigeria?
Yeah, right. Mr. Patrick, it's nice having you on board. So, once again, my name is Seyi Ojelabi. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. I'm into robotics, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and into STEM educating. I'm in Nigerian, Africa. If you hear about Nigeria, that should be Africa, somewhere, some part of Africa. So that's just about me. I'm a hardware developer and a programmer. So anything hardware that has a positive and negative wire, bring them to me. I'll program them.
Wonderful. Mr. Ojelabi, what motivated you to decide to do a training in computer engineering? Because you did computer engineering at the university. What was your motivation to do computer engineering?
Yeah, though I studied, I'm studying computer science and engineering in school. But what really motivated me is that anytime you hear the word Africa, the first things that comes to people's mind is that those people are lacking behind, they are far behind. And the thing about this thing is that Africa, we are talented and skilled. We have to put Africa in a global map scale. That's what really motivated me. That's why I optioned for engineering. I love solving, and most important is that I love practical stuff, real hardware, physical stuff, not just software. So I need something hard, variable. So that's one of the things that motivated me in diving into computer engineering. Do I studied it in school? Chance happened, but assuming I studied like medicine in school, of the truth, I'm gonna still study computer engineering, like for real.
Great, Mr. Ojelabi. And I've seen on social media the different projects you have been doing to impact the society positively there in Nigeria. Please, can you tell us in details which projects you do really to solve the societal problems there in Nigeria?
The thing is that I've done a lot of projects, but there are some projects that mean a lot to me. Like the project I've done a automated house, a voice control system, we've even built a drone self, a smart drone, a drone that could recognize fire, so you send an SMN, you can live stream on the app, then you automate the water pump to help fire brigade service, so stuff like that. But what I'm more passionate about is projects for the disability inclusion. Disability inclusion. The project I've worked on for disability inclusion is I worked a project for the blind. So with this blind, it's more like a smart king. The smart king have an audio directive. It tells them when they are in a geographical environment. So once they are near to an obstacles, it gives them directive that there's an obstacle on the right, go left. There's an obstacle on the left, stay far. So it provides audio directive. And I did one again that for the deaf and dumb. So I found out that we barely communicate with the deaf mute in the society, deaf and dumb. They begin to get. So 90%, 95%, they don't understand sign language at all. So I tried to see how I can bridge that gap. So I came up with a prototype, having a mobile application. So once you wear it on your hand, you begin to gesture, you begin to translate it to a mobile application like that. And also brought a prosthetic system for the arm, made with wood. All these projects are locally sourced material, made with wood for people with amputee. The cost of amputee now is like from at least the lowest is from $10,000 upward. $10,000. This thing is highly costly. You can't afford it. So I tried to come up with a locally sourced material, wood and planks, whereby You just put it. It uses Mozu sensors like Mozu. Once you just click your Mozu, it turns up, it grabs stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's the project that meant a lot to me. But I've worked a lot of projects for people and myself, like a school attendance system. Like we found out that the lecturer don't come to class. So I built a system where they can take attendance. So when they restart, send the message to the control unit. So they check, they verify if the lecturer has come to class. Project like that, a lot of project that I barely remember them. A smart irrigation system too. I've worked on a smart irrigation using tap to avoid water wastage that brings about mosquito and the likes that generate malaria. So stuff, project like a lot of projects.
That's very interesting, Mr. Ojilabi. All these projects can be really helpful, not just in Nigeria, but also in Africa, because we know that there are so many people in hospitals, the patients, for example, in hospitals, who have maybe difficulties to carry things, or I don't know, maybe they can use these sensors and these projects you do to improve their living conditions. Now, Mr. Ojilabi, you have been doing different projects for so many people.
Yeah.
But now, my question now, please, is to know why these projects are not really known, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. What do you need to be present everywhere, if I can say like that?
The thing is that one important things about this stuff is funding and meeting the right people and people willing to buy to the idea. So I found out that we've done a lot of projects, a life transforming projects that could increase the economic burden of Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, economic burden of Africa. We found out that our decision makers, they don't find it interesting. Like they don't give the hand support. All the project I'm talking about now is from a source fund, my personal fund. So imagine me being a student, try to push stuff, do stuff like that. So they don't really support the project. And one thing I noticed is that Africans, we don't trust ourselves in Africa. That's just one major problem. Africans, we don't trust ourselves. The same project we did, then we import it. And once we come to check the difference, we understood the problem. We give it more into more detailed solution as a more reliable, but they prefer to import it abroad. So another thing again, like I said, we don't trust ourselves in Africa. So the thing is that just meeting the right people. That's why I see that almost 98% of people, they later relocated abroad. Most of these projects we see in the society, the brain behind them are mostly Africans, most of them. So since they can't buy it in Africa, they relocate them abroad. So they don't import it. So stuff like this is one of the limitations we do face. That's why it's not been around. The other project, the other guys that I do know that are into project that this one is a world-class project, but it's not making any headway. It's just stagnant. You write proposal, they draft it out, they hide it out, stuff like that. So that's what I would say, sir.
Mr. Ojilabi, what you are saying is it's very pertinent. We have to encourage people like you, really, so that you guys can find solutions for the society, and also be able to not just find solutions for the society, but also to be capable of living from what you are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but maybe the people who can be in the position of financing the projects, maybe they think that the return on investment will not be there. How can you do to encourage these people that they will have a return on investment?
That's why you have a proposal. In every of our project, we draft a proposal. In the proposal, you have the ROI, how you tend to return the money. Everything is well detailed. So now it's now left for them to give it. Like I said earlier, we don't trust ourselves in Africa. That's just the major problem. We don't just trust ourselves.
With time, maybe we are going to trust ourselves. And what can you say to the diaspora, people, the Africans living outside of Africa? Because most of them, they help their families to go to the hospital, they help their families to go to school and to solve some problems there by financing. What can you tell now to the diaspora, people watching this video right now, so that maybe they can finance your projects? Yeah.
All I will tell people, the viewers, people all over the world, is that we do have a life transforming idea in Africa, not just in Africa, let me just say all over the world, but let's try to identify it. Sometimes the problem, we are just chasing the shadow, whereas the right solution is right beside us here. Now, if they could encourage us, like giving us people like we support and fund, to be sincerely, within a space of 5 years, we'll bring about industrial revolution in Africa. Like bringing people, setting opportunity forum, will bring about industrial revolution in Africa. What we just say is that they should find the source of means of reaching out. Like people like me now, there are people on like LinkedIn now. There are a lot of people on LinkedIn. You will see works that are doing. If they are still doubting it, they should call the room for like acceleration program, bringing developers together and the like. So me, like somewhere like now, my major concern is just funding. A lot of projects has limited me. Like that of Nigeria now, flooding just occurred in Nigeria. I haven't talked about is issue that we can tackle once and for a while. As in, not even once and for it all, with little or no damage. Little or no damage, either loss of lives or property. But the thing is that they don't that's what I'm thinking about. So what I will tell people that there are a lot of, not just me, they might not help me, but there are also people beside them that they could help. You should try to extend resources. What we're lacking is resources. You try to extend resources to each of us, and together we can make our world a better place, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ojelabi. Please, what can you say to conclude this interview for the people watching?
Yeah. In every program, like Africa, we are very much limited. Other developers watching is that we should not just limit ourselves. The social world, like the network world, like Facebook, LinkedIn, has bring us to be able to reach out to other audiences. So let's learn the word to encourage ourselves, and let's see a problem as an opportunity. The goal is the secret behind this thing is that once we solve a problem that the masses need, definitely money will come. So we should stop chasing shadow. We should solve a problem and money will come. And a problem is not just a problem. A problem is a problem when we see it as a problem. So our duty is to provide solution. And also depending on the government is a very wrong mentality. Nobody wants anything. So it's left for us to make a decision that will transform our life individually.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mr. Ojelabi. Thank you once more. And we hope that the people watching this video will not hesitate to contact you. And yeah, why not finance one or all of your projects so that you can impact the society much more better. Thank you very much again for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. It's nice meeting you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Goodbye.